Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in our today's class, that is English class of class 9th. So students, in the previous video we have completed reading with our 5th poem from the book Beehive, and the name of the poem is A Legend of the Northland. Okay, so this is very interesting poem, and in this poem one story is there. Okay, because this poem is a perfect example of ballad. Okay, so I hope the explanation part and all the literary devices that we have discussed in the previous video, everything is clear to you all. Clear? And in today's video we will see the comprehension part, we will solve the questions, right? But first of all, one more time we will see the summary of the poem, so that we can revise that what is the central idea, or we can say what is the theme of the poem. Okay, so let's begin with the summary of the poem. Okay, the poem A Legend of the Northland is a very good example of ballad. Okay, so now I am very much sure that you all know what ballad is, and this poem A Legend of the Northland, it is a perfect example of a ballad. Why? Because ballad is a song narrating a story in short stanzas. Okay, so what is a ballad? Ballad is a song. Okay, it is a kind of poem. Okay, and in that poem one story is there, and how in short stanzas. Okay, so ballad are it is a kind of a poem in which one song is there and one story is there, right, in short stanzas. Okay, the poet begins with the description of the area in north direction where the days are shorter and the nights are longer. Okay, and the poem जो start होती है वो कैसे होती है? So first of all the poet, okay, the poet presents the description of the area, okay, in north direction. Okay, and what is the characteristic of that area? In such area the days are shorter and the nights are longer. Okay, the poet mentions about the reindeer and she compares the children with the bear's cub in their furry clothes. Okay, next the poet also mentions about the reindeer. Okay, and we all know that all the area where snowfall is there, right, और जितने भी नॉर्थ पोल साउथ पोल जो रीजन होते हैं where snowfall is there, so वहाँ पे reindeer जो होते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी में होते हैं. Okay, and then next the poet compares the children of such areas with the bear's cub. Why? When they wear their furry clothes. Okay, so जब वो winters में जब वो furry clothes पहनते हैं, right, so ऐसे में जो kids होते हैं they just look like the bear's cub. Okay, in their furry clothes. Okay, then she starts the story saying that she does not believe it is true but it has a lesson or message. Okay, after that the poet starts the story. Okay, and before that she also mentions that she is not sure that whether this story is true or it is not. Okay, so जो ballads होते हैं उसमें जो story narrate की जाती है they are not authenticated, right, so no one can say that those stories are true or not. Okay, but such stories are having a kind of message, a kind of lesson for all the people. Okay, in the story there is Saint Peter who used to preach. Okay, so when the story starts, so we can see Saint Peter is there, and Saint Peter was, as I have told you earlier, he was one of the most famous missionary. Okay, and he used to preach, he used to give religious lessons. Okay, one day when he was very hungry, he asked for a cake to a woman who was baking. Okay, so now one day Saint Peter, he was very hungry, he was very much weak. Okay, why? Because he was fasting that day. Okay, so he was very hungry and he was very much weak, and therefore he asked for a cake, okay, to a woman who was baking. Okay, so he reached to a cottage, and in that cottage there was one old woman. Okay, and that old woman, she was baking the cakes. Okay, and she was having a store of cakes, she was having so many cakes with her. Okay, and Saint Peter, he asked for a single cake. Clear? The woman, being very selfish and miser, was unable to part with her cakes. Okay, but that old woman, she was very selfish and she was very miser, she was very unkind. Okay, and she was very ungenerous, and this was the reason that she was unable to part with her cake. Okay, she was unable to give away her cakes. Okay, Saint Peter was very angry angry and he cursed the woman to be a woodpecker because such a selfish woman does not deserve to be a human being. Okay, after that Saint Peter, he was very much angry. Okay, he was very much upset, and then he cursed the old woman. Okay, and then he changed the old woman into a woodpecker. Why? Because such a selfish woman does not deserve to be a human being. Okay, the woman was changed to a bird immediately, and then it flew away. Okay, and Saint Peter's curse, okay, it really came true, and the woman, it changed into a bird immediately, right? And then it flew away from there. Clear? Thus, the story teaches us not to be greedy, selfish or miser. Okay, so this is story. This poem is actually having a message. Okay, a lesson for all of us. And what is that? The message is that we should not be greedy, we should not be selfish, and we should not be miser. Okay, but we should have the feeling of humanity, kindness, helpfulness, and generosity because we are born as humans. Okay, rather we should all have what the feelings of humanity. Okay, we should be kind, we should be helpful to each other. Okay, and we should be generous. Okay, why? Because these are the basic quality, basic characteristics of human beings. Okay, so the poem, the song, or we can say the story, it is having this very important message, this very important learning for all of us. Okay, so it is very interesting story, a very interesting poem, and I hope you all must have enjoyed it. Okay, so now let's start with the questions. Question first, which country or countries do you think the Northland refers to? Okay, so in this first question we have to tell about the word that is the Northland. Okay, so we have to tell that the word the Northland, it refers to which country, or it can be referred to many countries. Okay, so let's see the answer. The Northland may refer to any extremely cold country in the Earth's North Polar region. Okay, so in the poem जो poet है उन्होंने clearly mention नहीं किया है that which country is referred as the Northland. Okay, so we can write that Northland may refer to any extremely cold country. Okay, so one thing we all are sure that it is extremely cold country and it is near the North Polar region. Okay, so जो हमारे अर्थ का नॉर्थ पोल है, okay, this is the North Pole and the area जो यहाँ के आसपास जो एरिया है उसमें से कोई कंट्री है that is referred as the Northland in the poem. Okay, and it is extremely cold country. Okay, next question, what did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? What was the lady's reaction? Okay, so in this question we have to tell first of all that what was the thing that Saint Peter he asked the old lady for. Okay, and secondly we have to tell the old lady's reaction, her response. Okay, उन्होंने किस तरह से response किया था on Saint Peter's request. Okay, so let's see the answer. Saint Peter asked the old lady for one of her baked cakes. Okay, so what was the thing that Saint Peter he asked for? So he requested for one of the cake. Okay, the lady tried to bake a small cake for the saint. Okay, and what was the woman's reaction, what was her response? So first of all she tried to bake a small cake. Okay, so she was having so many cakes with her. Okay, still उन्होंने जो उनके पास केक ऑलरेडी थे उसमें से केक नहीं दिया, but she tried to make a small cake for Saint Peter. Okay, but as the cake was baking she noticed that it seemed too big to give away. Okay, and when she was baking that small cake, then when she looked at the cake, then she realized that it is too big, it is too large to give away, right? So she needed a smaller dough. Okay, so she was unable to give that cake. So next time, for the second time, she needed one more dough. Okay, and now this was the smaller than the previous one. Clear? She found that this one is as big as the first one, so she took a really tiny piece of dough and rolled it thin as a wafer. Okay, and when she was baking the second cake, that was even smaller than the previous one, than the first one, then one more time she realized that it is too big. Okay, and she was unable to give that cake also. Okay, so now for the third time, what did she do? Third time she took a tiny piece of dough. Okay, बहुत ही छोटा सा scrap रैप जैसा उसने पीस लिया था, ओके, एंड देन शी रोल्ड इट, ओके, एंड नाउ व्हेन इट वाज रेडी देन इट वाज एज थिन एज अ वेफर, ओके, बट शी couldn't part with it and she put it on the shelf, okay, but that miser, that shellfish, that mean lady, okay, she was unable to give that tiny piece of cake also, okay, and then she put all the cakes on the shelf, right? Thus at last she did not give anything to Saint Peter, okay, so thus finally she was unable to give anything to Saint Peter and she actually did not give anything to Saint Peter, okay, so she was actually having a store of cakes, okay, and she baked 3 more cakes, okay, but still she was unable to give a single one to Saint Peter, okay. Next question, how did he punish her, right? So in this question we have to tell that when the old woman, she did not give a single cake to Saint Peter, okay, and Saint Peter, he was very angry, he was very upset, right? So how did he is Saint Peter, so how did he punish her, how did he punish that old woman, okay? So let's see the answer. He punished the lady by changing her into a woodpecker that would have to build a nest to live in and gather scenty food all day long by boring in the hard dry wood, okay. So Saint Peter, he was really very angry, okay, when he saw that old lady. She is so mean, she is so unkind, right, and she is so uncharitable, okay. Then Saint Peter, he punished her, okay, by changing her into a woodpecker, okay. So he cursed the old woman, right, and she changed into a woodpecker that would have to build a nest, okay. और अब जब वो bird बन चुकी है, woodpecker बन चुकी है, so now she would have to build a nest for herself to live in, and now she would have to gather scenty food, okay, food in a very little quantity, and how all day long by boring in the hard dry wood, okay. So now she actually had to work so hard for her little food, okay, and now she had to make her own nest, okay, her own home, okay. So Saint Peter, he was really very much upset, he was really very much angry. Clear? Next question, how does the woodpecker get her food, right? So in this question we have to tell जो woodpeckers bird होते हैं, so how they get their food, okay. So let's see the answer. The woodpecker gets its food by boring holes into hard and dry woods of trees, okay. So I am very much sure that many of you have seen this bird, that is woodpecker, and you all know that वो किस तरह से अपना food लेते हैं. So जितने भी woodpecker होते हैं, okay, they get the food by boring holes, okay, and where into hard and dry woods of trees. Clear? Next question, do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was, okay, and what would she have done then, right? So in this question, first of all we have to tell that what do we think, okay. So what is our idea, okay, according to us, what do we think that जो old lady है, okay, she would have been so ungenerous, so unkind if she had known who Saint Peter really was, okay. So students, you can write your own answer here that what do you think कि अगर उस old lady को पहले से पता होता that he is Saint Peter, he is such a famous missionary, okay, so वो उसका reaction क्या होता, क्या उसके attitude में कुछ change होता, right, and what would she have done then, okay. So you can write your own answer, what do you think उस समय वो old lady किस तरह से react करती, okay. So let's see the answer. How can we write? No, the old lady would not have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was, okay. So according to me, the answer is that the old lady, she would not have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was, okay. Instead, she would have welcomed him in her house happily and given him several large cakes to please him and get his blessings, okay. And इसकी बजाय वो एक्चुअल में क्या करती, she would have welcomed Saint Peter in her house very happily, okay, and she would have given him several large cakes, okay. Why? To please him and to get his blessings, okay. But the problem was that the old woman, she was not at all aware with this thing that the guest that she is having at her home is Saint Peter, okay. Next question, Is this a true story? Which part of this poem do you feel is the most important? Okay, so in this question we have to tell first of all that the story that is there in this poem, so is this a true story or it is not? Okay, and secondly we have to mention our favorite part from the poem, or we can say the part that is the most important one according to us. Okay, so students, you can write your own answer here. You can write your favorite part. Okay, the part that is having the most importance according to you, right? So let's see the answer. No, this is not a true story. Okay, so first of all the answer is that it is not a true story. Okay, it is a legend as the title itself suggests. Okay, and how can we say it is not a true story? Because the title of the poem itself having that it is a legend. Okay, and the legends are the story that are not authenticated. Okay, so when no one can claim that this is a true story. Clear? I think the most important part of this poem is the one in which Saint Peter turns the old lady into a woodpecker to teach her a lesson. Okay, and according to me the most important part from the poem is the one in which Saint Peter, he turns the old lady into a woodpecker. Okay, and why? To teach her a lesson. Clear? And why this is the most important part? So now we have to give the reasons. Now we have to justify our answer. Okay, so let's see. In this part we get to learn the very important values of life that are generosity and helping others. Okay, so this part is having a lot of importance because this is the part that teaches us so many lessons. So we can say this is the part that gives a very important message. Okay, and what is that message? We should be generous and we should always help each other. Okay, we should appreciate all the comforts and luxuries we enjoy as human beings. Okay, and we should always appreciate, we should always be grateful. Okay, for all the comforts, for all the luxuries that are there in our life. Okay, and we should not be selfish. Okay, so this is the part that gives us this learning, this lesson, and this is the reason that this part is having the most importance in the poem. Okay, next question. What is a legend? Why is this poem called a legend? Okay, so in this question first of all we have to tell that what is a legend. Okay, and what is the reason that this poem is also called a legend. Okay, so let's see the answer. A legend is an old popular story which is believed by many but one cannot prove whether it is true or not. Okay, so we have discussed about this word legend. So I am very much sure that you all know what legend is. So legend is you can say that it is an old popular story. Okay, which is believed by many but one cannot prove whether it is true or not. Okay, it usually contains a message or a moral and is narrated to children. Okay, and such stories generally have a message or learning a lesson. Okay, and they are narrated to children by the older generation. Okay. This poem is a traditional story narrated to the children of the Northland. Okay, and why this poem is also a legend? So let's see. This poem is a traditional story. Okay, so in this poem there is one traditional story, and this story is narrated to the children of the Northland by their adults, by the older generation. Okay, as a story has a supernatural element in the end, its authenticity cannot be verified. Okay, and in the story, okay, in the climax of the story we can see that there is some supernatural element. Okay, because the old woman, okay, she turned into a woodpecker. Okay, so जो change हुआ, जो transformation हुआ, okay, that was something supernatural element. Okay, so because of that no one can say that no one can verify its authenticity. Okay, the poet herself says that she doesn't believe this tale to be true. Okay, and in the poem we have read that the poet, she herself was saying that she doesn't believe that this tale is true or not. Okay, moreover the poem gives a message of being generous towards fellow beings. Okay, that's why it is called a legend. And one more reason is there that this poem is having a message, this poem is having a lesson, or we can say a learning. Okay, and what is that we should be generous to each other. Okay, and all these reasons are enough to say that this poem is a perfect example of a legend. Clear? Next question, write the story of a legend of the Northland in about 10 sentences. Okay, so in this question we have to write the story that we have read in this poem, that is a legend of the Northland. Okay, so now I am very much sure that you all are able to write the story in your own words. Okay, so let's see. Once St. Peter, who moved around preaching, stopped by an old lady's cottage because he was feeling hungry and weak after fasting the whole day. Okay, so first character from our story is St. Peter, and you know St. Peter used to move around the world. Okay, why? Because he used to preach the religious lessons, right? And one day he stopped by an old lady's cottage. Why? Because he was feeling hungry and he was very weak because he was fasting that day. Okay, the lady was baking cakes on the hearth. Okay, and in that cottage there was one old woman, one old lady, and she was baking cakes. Okay, where? In the fireplace. Okay, he asked her for a cake. The lady was quite ungenerous. Okay, St. Peter, he was very hungry, he was very weak. Okay, so he wanted to have one cake and he requested the old woman for one cake, right? But the old woman, she was very ungenerous, she was very unkind, she was very mean and miser. Okay, she tried to make a tiny cake for him. So what did she do? She she was having so many cakes with her, but उसमें से उन्होंने एक भी केक नहीं दिया. But she tried to make a very small, very tiny cake for St. Peter. But as it was baking, she found it too large to be given away. Okay, but when that cake was baking, then the old woman, she realized it is too big to give away. Clear? She tried to make smaller cakes 2 more times. Okay, but each time the cake seemed too large to her, and in the end she did not give any cake to St. Peter. Okay, after that 2 more times, okay, she tried to make smaller and smaller cake, but every time she realized that all her cakes are too big, too large to give away, right? And in the end she clearly denied that she will not give anything to St. Peter. Okay, St. Peter became very angry to see such greedy behavior of the lady and called her too selfish to live as a human and have food, shelter and a fire to keep her warm. Okay, and St. Peter, now he was very much angry. Why? Because the old lady का जो behavior था, it was quite greedy. Okay, and now St. Peter, he called the old lady too selfish to live as a human being, and वो कहते हैं that the old lady, she does not deserve to have food, shelter and fire. Okay, because she is not having any basic quality, or we can say any basic characteristics of a human beings. Okay, so she does not deserve to live like a human being. Clear? He punished her by changing her into a woodpecker that would have to build a nest to live in and get its food by boring the hard dry trunks of trees. Okay, so what did St. Peter do? He punished the old lady, he cursed the old lady. Okay, and now the old lady had turned into a woodpecker. Okay, that would have to build a nest to live in, and now she would have to get its food by boring the hard dry trunks of the trees. Clear? Her clothes were burned and she was left with her scarlet cap on her head as she flew out through the chimney. Okay, and now वो उसके जितने भी clothes थे, right, they all burned. Okay, and जो उसने scarlet cap पहनी हुई थी, red color की cap पहनी हुई थी, that remained the same. Okay, and then she flew out through the chimney. Clear? Even today the country school boys are said to have seen her in the woods boring the trees for food. Okay, even today जो वहाँ के जो school boys हैं उस area के, उस local area के, they are said to have seen her in the woods. Okay, and still she is boring the trees for food. Clear? So this is the story that we have read in this poem, that is the legend of the Northland. Okay, so students, we have completed all the question answers here. I hope the poem, explanation part, all the literary devices, the summary and the question answers, okay, everything is clear to you all. And in the next video we will start reading with our next chapter. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.